You right there, ladies and gents, how's it going? On the last episode of this Tamiya Hornet build, I fitted all the electronics into the chassis, and on the episode before that we built the gearbox and attached that. So we're making good progress on this. Anyway, in this episode we are going to be fitting the front suspension and steering, I believe. So yeah, quite looking forward to this. It will start to finally look like a car with front and rear axles all fitted, and we'll start seeing it take shape a little bit more. So it should be a good episode. Anyway, let's get it done.
Keep that butt rubber side down.
Well then, let's get this front end built. So that needs to go between there, and that goes through that, pinning it in, and we need to grease that up. That's greased. This is quite clever actually. It's got the thread up at this end on the plastic, so when you tighten it down it grips but doesn't pinch, so this stays nice and free with the correct gap. It's a nice touch. And then we've got this which goes there like that. Just going to put this through the hole first. And cool. Awesome. Alright, need some more grease on these. And put that through there. That's through. I'm actually going to put some Loctite on these, providing this stuff still works. It's quite old now. I'm assuming that the spacer in there will stop me over tightening this. I'm assuming. Yeah, that moves freely. The spacer in it stops it pinching. Really? That's well tight. That's what he said. Okay, it's started now. Just put a little bit of Loctite on this because we don't want this coming undone either, and because it's just nylon I don't want to over tighten it. I think that's about in. Okay, that's that side. Right, bumper on time. I had to tighten these 3 up off camera. I just couldn't get a decent grip on them to get them in tight, so they're done. Okay, so these rest in there like that, but I need to grease them up. Okay, I just cocked up. I'm supposed to have this and this on spread out before you put these on, or else they get trapped. Cool. Right then, now these clip onto here and push down. There we go. Same on this side. Right, that's steering arms done. Now we've got the front suspension. Now the front suspension isn't as fancy as the rear, it's just springs basically. Whereas the rear has got the oil filled dampers. Okay, so we're on the front suspension now, and it's not as easy as I imagined it was going to be, but it's not complicated. I've just got to cut some of this rubber tubing down to length. I need 2 lots of 5mm of this. That end looks the straightest, so I will cut from there. Okay, that's 5mm. That's not very straight, so let's have another go at that. Right, so I need to lube this up. Lubed. Okay, so it's got 2 different suspension options. You've got one for hard and one for soft. Now I've gone with a slightly harder rear suspension setup, so I'm going to go for the same for the front, just so it sort of matches. So I'm going to go for the hard one, which is the bigger one. Now if I was going with the soft ones, I only need 1 of these, but because I'm going with the hard, we need to put 2 of these in here. There we go. Let's just push that down a little bit. Okay. And then that goes onto here, like so. There we go. And then I want 1 of these bits of rubber. Bit of rubbery. And a spring. Running out fingers, and then all that goes over that, there like that. This one definitely seems smoother, but this one's a lot better than it was. Right then, the wheels. I have to confess, I had a go at putting these together just a second ago, and I did them wrong. So scrubbing all that out and showing you how to do it properly this time. What we'll do is do one of each wheel because they're pretty much the same, so I'm not wasting your time. Right, front one, we've got innards, outards and backs. Got to put the innards first, so you kind of have to wrestle them a little bit. Okay, that's that nearly done. There we go. So what these inner bits do is act like a rim lock, and it stops the tyre falling off on hard cornering and stuff. So yeah, okay, so that's the inside bit. Then we've got an outside bit which goes against that bit there. There we go. So that lines up with the inside bit. It's not quite aligned, but it'll do for the moment. And then on the reverse, we've got the back bit, which goes there. And then I need to put a nut in there, in each of these. And on the other side of it, putting a screw. And hopefully it's all lined up, so that when I screw this in here, there we go, that's biting in on that. Okay, I'm not going to do it mega tight, we'll tighten them all up afterwards. I just want to get each one of these in. Okay, so that's the front one done. They're all exactly the same. These ones are just a bit fatter. Yeah. Right, well that's the wheels built. I guess we should fit them to the buggy then. Right, front one's first then. So we've got the wheel, and each of these needs two bearings, one on that side and one on that side. And like I said, I've upgraded the bearings already to ball bearings instead of the nylon jobbies that come with the car. That's that bearing set. Cool. Now we need to grease these axles. Do this side while we're at it. And then on goes the wheel. And the lock nut. I'll tighten that one up in a second. And then the wheel again. And it's lock nut. Front wheels sorted. Now the back end doesn't have bearings. It's got these things here. More grease, greasy grease. We have a pin that goes in there. And locks in with this. Okay, that makes more sense. That actually allows you to tighten it up, I think. Because it stops it all spinning. Cool. Come on, slippery fingers. There we go. Cool. That is most definitely a good point to finish this video on, isn't it? We've got pretty much a complete car. There's a few little bits I've got to do. Got to put the battery box on and double check that all the servos and stuff are pointing in the right direction and it's steering correctly and all that sort of stuff. Connect the motor up. But other than that, it's almost complete. Painting still needs to be done. I don't have the paints yet, still waiting on them. I'm hoping that they will turn up at some point this week. If you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you come back to watch the final video of the build of this, and then a little bit of playing with it too once I've got it all set up. Yeah, if you're into motorbikes, watch my Thursday vids. Lots of motorbikes on my Thursday vids. Anyhow, that's about it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, you can always give it a little thumbs down. That's all cool in this call. We don't mind, we don't care at all. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I love hearing from you. Anyhow, you play safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Gotta keep that bar. Rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar. Rubber side down.